Welcome to High Oracle's Reiki Spiritual Healing Channel, where I can lay hands on you all over the world. So, I was thinking about, the story when I first came onto this channel. Let me get my oranges. And I was thinking about some of the things that I was going through that shaped the way that I wanted to approach my channel. And I wanted to approach my channel with the healing herbs. I wanted to use the herbal remedies that my parents, and I wanted to give you those remedies that my parents and grandparents and uncles and aunts had used with me. So that's what I set out to do. But I was bombarded with, we got to tell the whole truth, that these things came from God. These things came from God to the prophets. And there are many spiritual healing elements that I wanted to make sure that you guys have, like some of the dirts and the dust to remove negative energy from your properties. Okay? So a lot of people have been reaching out to me and thanking me for these types of rituals and remedies, these methods. And this is how I was taught by my mother, by my uncles, my aunts. And I wanted to give you some of the things that would heal you. Some of the things that, when you're going through the attacks from these narcissists, where they're trying to attack your mind, they're trying to attack your breath, your mouth, they're trying to attack your chest. I wanted to give you those rituals so it can be very beneficial for you as well. So this is what I have struggled with, to be a herbalist, an alchemist, in order to bring you some of these remedies that we have. So, like I say, I would do the red brick dust, and that was in order to, see what kind of entities were coming in my yard, and they would not be able to stay because their feet are on fire. There are different types of red brick dust that you can use, and these are some of the healing remedies for your property that I showcase in my early videos. Because from a herbalist standpoint, these are the types of healing rituals that we need in our life to combat negative energy. Those people, those neighbors who are gang stalkers, those people who are attacking you at night while you're sleeping, laying tricks for you on your property. But I thought that I would be able to only be an herbalist and, give you the herbal remedies. But, it has turned to a spiritual healing channel, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I thank all of you. I thank you for reaching out to me with your issues. I thank you for reaching out to me just to make sure that you're doing the right thing. I thank you for booking your sessions. And I hope to get more of you booking sessions so that we can cleanse this type of negative energy, so that we can go in depth in our communities, in the holy books, about our belief system, about what we're giving our kids as a belief system, for you to have someone to talk to, about these types of attacks and issues that's going on in your home. So this spiritual healing channel has adapted itself to you, and I'm going along. I'm going along for the ride. I appreciate all of you. And I want to be able to help each and every one of you. I want you to reach out to me, each and every one of you, no matter how big or small you think the problem may be. Okay? So now that we have started on this healing journey, this spiritual journey, and we've seen people fall away from us, we've had our conversations about those spiritual attacks from warlocks and witches. We have been able to defeat those negative entities and spirits that have been hired. We have been able to defeat and identify those covens that have been sent. And so now we are on our next phase. We are on the next phase of making sure that internally we are cleansed. There are a couple of things that I had to deal with on this healing journey that a lot of people do not understand or they do not know. That these people that have sent out these types of frequencies, they will try to use that frequency, that attack. They will try to skip bodies, jump in other people. They will try to harm you, and they will become very sick from doing this. You have to continue to cleanse yourself because, truly, when I came on this mission, I was thinking that I was just going to, heal the surgery after my surgery with the holistic rituals, with the holistic medicine. And I was going to give you a step-by-step access to how I was able to heal these situations, how I was able to heal the attacks from my neighbors in different communities, how I was able to heal the internal attacks from my family, how I was able to heal, and keep those friends at a distance away from me. This is what I thought that, I would be doing, and giving you the herbal remedies that my family gave to me, but it turned into an entire journey for healing. And, I've been on other people's healing journey, because truly, when you are under attack, when your health is under attack, and you're under attack from all different ways. And I have clients that, they had just about given up until I started making these videos and acclimating them to my clients and my followers, my subscribers. And I thank all of you. Because this type of negative energy, we cannot allow it to grow. We cannot allow it to grow in our homes. And like I said before, there are some of us who have been living the Epstein files in our own homes. We cannot allow these types of attacks from the warlocks and the witches that we have been raised around. We have to be able to anoint ourselves. We have to be able to cleanse ourselves from these types of negative energies, these types of demonic entities, these enemies that's in our lives, on our jobs, in our community. And they have identified themselves. I have absolutely given you a spiritual defense. We have used a spiritual defense against their spiritual warfare. And we have been able to expose these demons. We have been able to banish these demons out of our life. We have been able to disconnect from these entities that have held us down, held our energy down, held our health down, held our mental capacity down. And some of you still wait to do so. Some of you haven't made a decision yet whether to get your spiritual cleansing. You don't know what's going to happen. And we have to make sure that we know that God is the best of planners. God is the best of planners. So whatever he has for you, and these demons are trying to betray your trust. They're trying to delay your blessings. They're trying to harm you. They're trying to siphon your energy. And we talked about all of these things. They are trying to harm you in a way that it is slow, so they aren't seen, so that they can stay in the background, in the shadows of your life. but we understand that there's definitely something that's going on, just like I understood that there was definitely something going on. I didn't know what it was. But once I started cleansing, then I was pretty sure that everything that was going on in my life started happening to various people that were around me. Like I said, they started, falling down and breaking their hip. They started getting sick. They started losing their job and having to retire because of sicknesses and illnesses. Their children abandoned them. Their children put them in institutions, elderly institutions. Those people who had my energy, who not only had my energy, but had my family's energy and had been living off of that energy. And every child that they brought to the world had the distorted energy that had been sent out by this entity, that had mental capacities, mental illnesses, physical illnesses, by the entity. This was their reward, that they would keep being able to siphon the energy of these types of people. And I was able to see that because I was standing from an elevated position that they did not even know. They did not understand that I had already used the herbal cleanses and the healing methods to heal the attacks in my life. And I had been using these healing attacks to heal clients, so that I knew that they were, working. I knew that they were working in my life and for people to cut the cords of these types of attacks that were meant to enslave you to a person or to a family or to the entity, to keep you sickly so that you are enslaved, to keep you in financial constraints, to keep you enslaved. These are some of the attacks that I went through, some of the rejection that I went through, because I had neighbors, I had friends that were coming around dumping those types of negative energy off on me in my house. Once I cut those people off who did not have the best intentions for me, not only did I heal, but my money started to flow, like God was giving me my money back, that I had called my financial power back. I had called my health back. I was able to move out of a home where the landlord knew that his home was I guess I have to say, a death trap. That people before me who lived in that home had passed away. And the ones who had escaped was the ones that were strong enough, who did not have those types of sensitivities to black mold. So when these types of attacks come into your life, and it's coming from all directions, then there is a spiritual healing method, a ritual, a prayer that you must go through. There is an anointing that you must go through. There is a fast that you must go through. You have to be able to put yourself in position to make ready for this type of warfare, spiritual warfare, to be able to make spiritual warfare against the hired entities in your life, to be able to make the spiritual warfare against those people who have sent the evil eye. And you have to be ready to make sure that you're calling your power back and cleanse those people out of your life, and keep cleansing those frequencies wherever they may show up in your life, from whoever they are, no matter who the title is. So this is my story for you for today, and I wanted to give you this so that you understand that this mission has turned into the grand scheme that God had planned for me all the time. I was planning one, a herbalist cleanse to teach you those things, and God's plan is something even better for me. So I thank all of you for your support. Please reach out to me and book your one-on-one life coaching sessions, book your video chat sessions, or your consultations so that I can acclimate a gift to your situation. I thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe to me over all of my platforms. I'm High Oracle, Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.